Pit the penguin receives a letter from the Great Forest Council explaining that water is running out in the jungle, and many rivers and lakes are drying up. The council needs his help to find the magic water crystals, which can restore water and teach creatures how to save it wisely. With his trusty backpack, Pit sets off on his journey, waving goodbye to his animal friends as they cheer him on. A glowing compass guides Pit to his first destination, sparking excitement in his heart for the adventure ahead. Pit arrives at the enchanted forest, where tall glowing trees sway with glittering leaves that shimmer in the sunlight. He meets Sprig the squirrel, who explains that the first water crystal is hidden under a giant lily pad in the pond. Pit realizes the pond is almost empty, and they must save the little water that's left by carefully placing rocks to slow down evaporation. As they succeed, the lily pad glows, revealing the first water crystal, which Sprig happily hands over. Pit journeys to a hot, sandy desert where he meets Sandy the camel, who struggles to save water while traveling through the dunes. Sandy teaches Pit about carrying water carefully and storing it for later, showing him a magical canteen that keeps water cool. Together, they find the second magic water crystal buried under the sand, glowing faintly. Grateful, Pit learns how to treasure every drop of water before placing the crystal safely in his backpack. Pit's compass leads him to a frozen river, where frosty Arctic fox welcomes him with a snowy bow. The river is frozen solid, preventing animals from accessing water, so they must melt parts of the ice without wasting it. Pit uses a sunlight-reflecting mirror to melt the ice in small, kneaded patches, carefully filling buckets. As the water flows gently, the third crystal appears under the riverbank, glowing with icy blue light. Pit arrives at Cloud City, where the water supply is stuck in the clouds, preventing the waterfall from flowing. He meets Breezy the air spirit, who shows him how clouds carry water, and together they guide the clouds toward the waterfall. As the waterfall gushes beautifully, it forms a rainbow bridge, revealing the fourth crystal sparkling in the mist. Pit smiles as Breezy hands him the crystal, saying, "Water flows best when used wisely." At a buzzing bee garden, Pit meets Queen Bee Bella, who explains that plants are drying up because the animals are overwatering them. Pit helps Bella show the bees and animals how to water plants only when needed, using a magical watering can. As the flowers bloom beautifully, they release the fifth water crystal hidden within a golden sunflower. Queen Bella thanks Pit, and the bees buzz happily, promising to water wisely from now on. Pit reaches a small village, where a broken magic fountain is causing water to leak everywhere. He meets Fixer the tortoise, who teaches him how to patch the fountain to stop the leaks. Together, they fix the fountain, and as it sprays water gracefully, the sixth crystal glows in the fountain's base. Fixer gives Pit a toolkit for future adventures, and they celebrate with cool splashes from the fountain. Pit's journey takes him to a volcanic island, where he finds that the only water source is turning into steam. He meets Ember the Firebird, who teaches him how to store water in underground wells to protect it from heat. Pit helps Ember uncover a hidden well, and cool water gushes out, saving the island's creatures. The seventh crystal appears, shining brightly, and Ember promises to share water-saving tips with other creatures. In a lush jungle clearing, Pet joins animals preparing for a rain dance festival to call for rain. He learns from Tala the frog that dancing only works if they truly appreciate water, not just when they need it. As they dance together joyfully, raindrops begin to fall, revealing the 8th water crystal within the raindrops. Pet stores the crystal, grateful for the lesson about respecting water. Pet's compass guides him to the ocean, where he finds a water cluttered with litter. He meets Coral the turtle, who needs his help to clean the ocean and rescue trapped sea creatures. Pet dives into the water, collecting plastic waste, and Coral rewards him with a 9th crystal, found inside a seashell. They cheer as the ocean sparkles again, and Coral promises to protect the sea with newfound care. Pet visits a magical garden, where plants grow from water beads rather than soil. He learns from Lily the rabbit how to use water-saving beads to grow plants without waste. Pet carefully plants water beads, and the garden bursts into bloom, releasing the 10th water crystal. Lily thanks him for spreading the word about new ways to save water. Pet climbs to the top of a stormy mountain, where Gale the eagle guards the storm crystal. Gale explains that storms need to be tamed to bring gentle rain instead of destructive floods. Pet helps Gale spread the rain evenly over the mountain, unlocking the 11th water crystal. Gale flaps her wings in approval and sends Pet off with a grateful nod. At a dry riverbank, Pet meets Benny the beaver, who is struggling to repair a water wheel. Together, they fix the wheel, which begins to churn water again, bringing life back to the river. As the river flows smoothly, the 12th crystal appears in the water wheel's spokes. Benny gives Pet a handcrafted paddle as a token of friendship. Pet reaches a glowing cave, where the last water crystal is hidden behind a puzzle of enchanted rocks. He meets Spark the firefly, who helps him solve the puzzle by placing each rock in the correct order. As the rocks click into place, the 13th water crystal shines brightly, completing his collection. Spark tells Pet, "You have the knowledge now. It's time to make a difference." With all the water crystals collected, Pet returns to the Great Forest Council. He places the crystals into the water globe, and rivers, lakes, and oceans begin to sparkle once again. Animals cheer as water flows freely, and Pet receives a Water Saver medal for his heroic journey. The story ends with Pet looking proudly at the flowing rivers, knowing the adventure was just the beginning. Every drop counts. By using water wisely and helping others do the same, we can make a big difference and keep the planet healthy and happy.
Thanks for watching, kids. If you enjoyed the adventure, make sure to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and click the bell icon to never miss a new story. See you next time.